Welcome to Lakshman Biology. Now we'll discuss about endosymbiotic theory. Endosymbiotic theory. Endosymbiotic theory explain about origin of eukaryotes. Origin of eukaryotes means it will explain about how the eukaryotes are formed from prokaryotes. First, if we see what is the difference between prokaryotes and eukaryotes, or what are the prokaryotes and what are the eukaryotes. The main difference between prokaryotes and the eukaryotes. Prokaryotes, the nuclear membrane is absent around the nucleus. Nuclear membrane absent. If you observe the eukaryotes contain true nucleus, which is surrounded by nuclear membrane, with nuclear membrane. Nuclear membrane means membrane. The membrane which present surrounding to the nucleus is called as nuclear membrane. If you observe the prokaryotic cell, this is the prokaryotic cell, this is the eukaryotic cell. Both contain nucleic acid. It may be DNA or it may be RNA. Both contain nucleic acid. This is the nucleic acid. Example, it is DNA or it may be RNA. This is the nucleic acid. If you observe the prokaryotes, surrounding to the nucleic acid, there is no nuclear membrane. But if you see the eukaryotes, which contain nuclear membrane, surrounding to the nucleus, we can see the nuclear membrane. Actually, the eukaryotes are formed from prokaryotes. First organisms which are evolved on the earth are prokaryotes, but later prokaryotes are converted into eukaryotes. The conversion of prokaryotes into the eukaryotes best explained by the theory that is called as endosymbiotic theory. Now we will see the endosymbiotic theory. How the prokaryotes are converted into eukaryotes by the endosymbiotic theory. I'll explain step by step. Before 2.7 billion years ago. Before 2.7 billion years ago. Actually, our Earth is formed before 4.5 billion years ago. Then I am explaining the things which happened around before 2.7 billion years ago. This is the prokaryotic cell which is present on the earth before 2.7 billion years ago. There is no nucleus, only the nucleic acid is present. This is the nucleic acid. There is no nuclear membrane surrounding to the nucleic acid. This is a prokaryote. Here, these prokaryotes contain less surface area. Hence, the plasma membrane is present surrounding to the cell. Plasma membrane form the foldings. These are the foldings to increase the surface area. If it want to take more food, surface area should be more. It will increase the surface area. It increases its surface area. Apart from that, what happened? Here we can see the entry of some aerobic bacteria into prokaryotic cell. These are the aerobic bacteria. Aerobic bacteria means or aerobic prokaryotes. These aerobic bacteria is the prokaryotic cell. Aerobic bacteria means which will do the respiration by utilization of oxygen. Okay, aerobic bacteria it will do the respiration by oxygen and produce the energy. The the primitive prokaryotic cell taken this aerobic bacteria by symbiosis. Hence, that aerobic bacteria is enter into the cell. Aerobic bacteria is enter into the cell, but the aerobic bacteria not digested within the cell, and this aerobic bacteria converted into obligate anaerobes, obligate symbionts. Obligate symbionts means before enter into the prokaryotic cell, the aerobic bacteria can live itself, but after enter into the prokaryotic cell, within the prokaryotic cell also the aerobic bacteria is survived, but later if you remove that aerobic bacteria from the prokaryote, it will die. The reason for that, it become into obligate symbiont. Symbiosis means mutual relationship. One organism is dependent on another organism. Here, aerobic bacteria and prokaryotes both start the symbiotic relationship, but aerobic bacteria is converted into obligate symbionts. Obligate symbionts cannot survive without prokaryotes. Here, without host. Host is the prokaryote. Host is the prokaryotic cell. Here, later what happened, that aerobic bacteria which is entered into the prokaryotic cell can converted into mitochondria. Mitochondria do the aerobic respiration. That aerobic bacteria also do the aerobic respiration. Hence, we can see the formation of mitochondria. Mitochondria is formed. The infoldings which are formed on plasma membrane form the envelope surrounding to the nucleus, surrounding to the genetic material. These infoldings. That infoldings will form the membrane surrounding to the nucleus. Apart from that, though there is a formation of endoplasmic reticulum also surrounding to the nucleus. These aerobic bacteria is converted into mitochondria. This is the mitochondria. This mitochondria is formed from aerobic bacteria, and because of invagination, so you can see the formation of nuclear membrane. Nuclear membrane. Hence, we can see the conversion of prokaryote into eukaryote. The main difference between prokaryote and eukaryote is the nuclear membrane is absent in prokaryote, nuclear membrane is present in eukaryote. Then apart from that, here we can see the formation of some cell organelles like mitochondria by the invagination. Later, how plant cells are formed? If you see, these leads to formation of without chloroplast. That eukaryotic cell leads to formation of animals, fungus, etc. are eukaryotes without chloroplast. How chloroplast is formed? How the aerobic microbes are enter into the cell? Now, there is another cells, another bacteria, they will do the photosynthesis. Photosynthetic bacteria. The photosynthetic bacteria also enter into these cells. The photosynthetic bacteria can do the photosynthesis, hence those are converted into, that photosynthetic bacteria is now converted into chloroplast. Here if you observe, this is the eukaryotic cell, and at the starting we have seen that formation of mitochondria. This is the mitochondria. Later, this photosynthetic cell, that photosynthetic bacteria enter into the cell, that photosynthetic bacteria is converted into chloroplast. The eukaryotic cell, which contains both chloroplast and mitochondria, leads to formation of plants. Plant cells. Plant cells are evolved. That is the formation of eukaryotes from prokaryotes by the endosymbiotic theory. Thank you.